Hey everybody, JPT back here on the Horrible Night Minecraft server. That's right, here at the community center, the YMCA, I guess. Show you a few things that I've been doing. Put down a temporary floor. So this is the temporary floor on the highest level. As you can see, there's a viewing point there, and then essentially this is going to be a walking space. I don't know, other than just running laps. It is the YMCA. Oh my gosh. This is the inner circle of the dome. That is the bottom part of the dome before it becomes like domey, like that. So I wanted to get just sort of some references for not only myself, but you as well. And up here, I sort of counted up. So that is going to be the top of the dome. I think I'm going to use the fancy quartz, but I may have to use wool until I get enough. I may sort of ask for donations and see how that goes. This will be sort of the viewing area that you saw in the first video. This, of course, is just a temporary floor for the glass. You'll be able to see all the way through here, all the way basically to where the grass, the green grass, is there. That's going to be all open, so this will all go, that dirt will go, and then some. This will be basically closed up, so all the way to the top like that. There'll be some sort of door. I think it'll be 3 wide, kind of like you saw in the last video. But again, just references for you guys. This will be an inner dome. This will be all open, and it'll look rather nice. And then, of course, another walking area on the outside. So I got to figure out kind of what to do with those walking areas. But just a quick little update. This took me a little while to lay down, but not too much other than the torches, because I'm weird and the torches have to be all meticulously placed because I'm a neat freak. This, of course, is the back wall. I think what I've figured out that I'm going to do is I'm going to make just some fancy mural designs. I don't know, maybe hang up some of those giant paintings, that kind of thing. I did come up with an idea, a design, you could say, for the interior and the exterior walls. So I may have to click over and reference some of my photos. But I think I have a good idea of what these will look like, because basically I get to come in and take all this stone out. And of course, this basically stays kind of the same. I'm actually surprised. This might actually, let me look real quick. That top part might actually not have to get changed that much, which I'm super thrilled about. Yeah, I think for the most part, this is fairly close now that I look at it. But like I said, I got to do a little bit of changing. So let me do it from the inside. Not alone. Jordan is on the server tonight. Hoping to get this video out for you guys real soon. I also think yeah. So these won't change, but these will. So I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself, but I finally came up with a design I was happy with. So this might take some doing, because I've done, I think, 5 of these in creative now. 5 of these windows just to kind of get the routine down so that I could walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, but you know how that goes. So let me go ahead and get some of these out of the way. Now, that's not right, is it? No, I'll have to address that here in a second. But if I can get this done with without destroying everything, that would be a great day. Not a great Dane, a great day. Ah. I have to build some more tools, as you can see. And we're not getting those, are we? Not today. Go ahead and put those there. Let's see. That's the thing, sort of working with something that already exists. It's not quite looking the way I want it to. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. So what I've got today is I've got acacia. That's right. I have finally found a use for acacia. So the color scheme for Horrible Night is essentially sort of the orange and red and white. And I'm going to implement all of that into today's design. Got a lot of dark wood here, dark oak wood that's going to go into the design. So it's going to be rather fun, I think. Rather fun. Let's do this. Make it a lot easier on everybody. Let's see here. I've got the touch with me because I'll need to implement. Yeah, we'll just do this. Okay. Actually, can I just do it from right here? Yes, I can. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Very, very good. Although, see, I think something's off about this. I really should just go over there and build this. Yeah, that's not quite right. It's almost right, because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate... I need both of these iron axes. It's going to be fun trying to keep up with both of them. And I also need these. So many materials needed. Okay. I love the way that looks. So essentially you're working with the bottom corner of the block. So that's the block, you know, like that. I think that looks awesome. So I need to actually implement that throughout the entire design. So I need one there as well. And then of course it goes all the way up to here. So I think that's right. And then this is wrong up here because I need this and those to also be blocks. Bam. And so as you saw, that came on. Now the way to get these on and those on, it's just it's going to be a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean not so much. But I just wanted to give you a general idea of what it looks like. So these need to go. So let's collect those for the future. And let's see. These top two also need to go. You can't stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It's in a song. From the 90s, because I'm old. Let's just do this. Oh, didn't mean to put that one down. Okay. I've been doing it this way so mobs can't get in. It's probably a good idea. Man, I need a crafting table out here. I'm just going to have to keep going in here. Where is it? There it is. I'm using a different texture pack just for those of you that be like, oh, this doesn't look right. You would actually be right on that. It is called Faithful. And I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Let's see here. Yes. I'm going to do that and do that. So as you can see here, it kind of butts up against it. You will be able to see the lights up there. That is totally on purpose. Let's see. Do that and I do that. And again, little corner of the light there so you can see it. Do 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 do. All right. Gotta get rid of these because I got something special. It's gonna go in those, and I think these need to go, if I'm not mistaken. Why do those need to go? Yes, those need to go as well. Because I'm going to make it so you can kind of see through, but not really. You'll see. Just hang in there. We'll get there. I think I brought enough materials over. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of these. Let's just get 32. I've got a lot of dark oak. What I don't have a lot of is acacia, so that is kind of like an endangered species right now because the closest sort of Sahara is rather far away. Let's see here. And I learned that these work better if they're actually on the lamps themselves. It does a funny thing too. I don't know if you've ever sort of used these enough, but where did those go? I picked them up, didn't I? Oh, there they are. I can never figure out where those are. They have such a low profile. Okay. So, bam, turns those two on, right? And what's weird about these is that it also turns on the one that it's attached to, so 2 up, but it doesn't turn on 4 in a row. So basically, in order to fix that, you gotta place 2 actual levers or levers. So you do that one, and then bada bing, bada boom, you got all 4 of them. And that is how you hide those. So look, that looks really cool, doesn't it? I think so. I think it looks rather nice. Okay, and so basically, you'll be able to see through here. You'll be able to see that to a certain extent, although that and that will go there, so you can barely just see in there. Now, that's not exactly what I'm going to be doing there. I will be changing it just slightly. Let's see here. Let's get these, and that's not how the interior looks, actually. I have changed this as well, so let me collect all this. So many changes. I already know the title of this video. It is going to be called Subject to Change, because that is definitely what's going to happen here. That is basically this whole building in a nutshell. So what I did was I just went in creative, and I just wasted time. Sometimes I just like to go in creative, have access to every and any block I can get my hands on. I just go crazy. I don't like, lose my mind, but I just have at it. I'm just a crazy madman when it comes to designing things, and I love it. Ooh, that was not good. Sometimes I hate it, but in this case, I was just like, I need to figure out what I am going to do with these stinking walls, and I did it. I think the result looks rather nice. It's subtle. Not a lot of things you can build with Acacia, at least not that I've seen as of late. There aren't a ton of things that I have found to be attractive, where these I'm like, yeah, I'll, maybe take these out for a nice little date. A building date. And you guys are invited. That's not dirty at all. All right. Go and get rid of these. And go ahead and touch these. That sounds dirty. Let's get rid of these. Put that there as well. Now with these, I just have to take out this. And I can do that because there's nothing behind it. Nothing at all. So that one, bam, that one's easy. The bottom ones are super easy. Oh, duh. I didn't need to do that. Shabam. All right, let me switch back over to my screen here so I can reference. So yes, these need to go as well. So basically, it goes up to there. Then we have our nice decorative block, which I think I actually have some. I have 3. Oh, wait. I put them over here. Yes. Chiseled stone blocks, which you will be able to actually build very, very soon, which I'm looking forward to. But for now, bam. That's what they look like. Alrighty. Let's get these in here, like so. Need to go get that glass before it expires. It sounds weird. Expires before it goes away is a better term, I guess. Less PG-13. All right. One thing about this game is that I have access to so many games. So many games. By the way, these are also going to be chiseled, and these will also be chiseled as well as this one. So let me go ahead and put the placeholders in. So chiseled there, chiseled there, chiseled there, and chiseled there. And the other ones will go like so. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, no. That's not right. You dummy. There's too many of these blocks. So I decided that I was going to do something different. Oh, I didn't even bother getting those. I forgot. These are crucial. Your regular stone bricks. So bam, 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 bam. And they'll play a factor into these as well. So again, imagine these are these. They're going to go there. And then with this, I need to... do I have slabs? Yes, I do. Very happy about that. All right, so slab there, slab, slab. And need to take this out. Gotta slab it up. Gotta slabber it on. like a dog. Oh, that's slobber. Like this, and like this, and like this. All right, so you can see through there, right? All right, let me get rid of these torches, because they gotta go. These torches gotta go. And the floor, I think I've decided that is going to be oak with spruce bordering. And that doesn't make any sense now, but it will when I eventually get to it, because I've got to make this entire floor. I'm also going to have columns. I initially played with the idea of doing different tree trunk ones, and again, that doesn't make much sense to anybody that isn't in my brain or has access to my creative world, but hopefully I'll show that to you at some point. All right, so I got my oakies, and the oak will go like this and like this, so thus creating this here, and you can't see through it. This will make a lot more sense when I can finally get around to it. Okay. Let's see here. Also, man, I'm going to need a lot of stuff. Let me go ahead and just prevent some spawnage going on in here by doing that. So you can kind of get an idea of what this looks like, at least on the inside. But I'm gonna finish that up here in just a bit. That way you guys don't have to sit through me doing that. And as you can see here, I've got this going on. So let me reference my photo once again. My creative photos. Let's see. I think Jordan's gonna sneak attack on me any second. He likes to do weird stuff like that. Alright, so as you can see here, these are also... Oh, nice, they're already pre-lit. I like that. I like that a lot. And let's see. These need to go down, so these get covered as well. And I don't know if I can reach that. No, I can't. I got rid of the dirt. Not enough slots. That's my problem. That's my problem indeed. But what I was saying before is that I love this game. I love the fact that I can just come in here and just zone out, build basically whatever I want, you know? Let me build a crafting bench, because I need one. I'm in emergency. I need one. What was I going to do? Oh, yes. So I have access to other games. I've bought other games, but you know what other games I'm playing? No other games. No other games. I'm playing this game all the time. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'd like to think it's a good thing, but I just don't have sort of the motivation to go record anything else, which for you guys, you know, I feel bad. But hopefully I'm, you know, doing enough in this game that you're entertained. And so I would really appreciate if you could, you know, help me out, spread the word, tell people about the cool things you're seeing me do here, because I get a lot of feedback, especially sort of after the fact, like, hey, I really like your stuff, keep it up, you know, that's good. Just spread the word. That's going to help me out in the long run, get more people to see this stuff, get more ideas, and just keep on keeping on. So this is going to present a fairly unique problem, because this is really the only way I could figure out of doing these. If you know of any other way, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. I do need to get some regular stone for this here, but I can do that off camera. Whee! Yeah, made the jump. All right, so this is fairly close, actually. This is a lot closer than I thought it would be. I didn't realize I had something... I basically just modified an idea that I had previously. Let me see. Where do I need to jump? There we go. Let's go down this way. I'll use the iron axe on that. I need to build a shovel. I feel bad for you guys. But just like a painter, this game is just a giant canvas. I love it. You can, whoa, that was some laggy stuff. You know, you could do survival, you could just do whatever you want, or you could just spend time in creative and build whatever you want. Or you can do both, like I am. This is survival and also, you know, creative, which is very cool. All right, we need some glass. Let's go get some glass, and I can somewhat put some touches on that to call it a night. All right, white. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some white glass, which is fine. I need to go on a sand trip. This is gonna give us plenty, 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 plenty. Oh, we need to put something up. I don't know why I have a cactus. Why do I have a random cactus? Let's just go ahead and put that stuff in there. And do this. These are so expensive. So expensive. Drives me crazy, but I like them. I'm a big fan of the stained glass panes, especially. I think they look rather cool. All right. So, what I like about these is that it adds a bit of white. It adds just a splash of white, which is cool. Ah, I knew that wasn't going to work. So again, kind of the white in the logo. There's not much red, which is okay. I can maybe implement that somewhere else. Let's get up here and do this. Gotta be somewhat careful placing these because you don't want to have to silk touch them out of the way. But for the most part, this is pretty close to what the last one is. Oh, I don't have enough cobblestone wall ledge. Let me go ahead and put this down. I'm just rearranging the chairs on the Titanic, I feel like. There we go. Oh, I'm going to need all these, so yeah. Let me go ahead and go up a little bit. Let's see. I think that's where that starts. Like a so. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. Why does that not feel right? Because I don't think it's right. Maybe it is. I don't know. Why does that not feel right? For some reason, I didn't think it attached on the side like that. Strange. But I suppose it does. All right, I'll have to look at that in creative because my screenshot I have doesn't quite tell me if that's right or not. But just to add sort of more depth to what I've got going on, some of these will be mossy cobble as well. So what I'll do is I'll sort of add some vines here and let things hang. I also need to put some of the stained glass. Did I use every single one of those? Wow. Need to put some stained glass there for a railing and whatnot. So I've got a little bit of work to do. I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. So stay tuned. I am back and just one last thing to put the final touch on this whole shebang. Let's see. I won't reveal too much just yet. But yeah, we'll do that. Do that. Do that. That way it adds a little bit of depthage. Depthage. I don't know. I'm speaking all crazy like. Do that, and cross it there. Do that. I love just playing with stairs. I love seeing the little things stairs can do. Like that. And so basically what I thought about doing, let's see, do I have any wood that I can spare? I've got a lot of dark oak wood. Yep. Let's go make some chests. Duh, just do it like that. Let's grab 4 of those guys. Haha. I thought about maybe making these some sort of like storage things or maybe like marketplace things. Thought maybe even doing like a trap chest and just a normal chest. That way you have 2 chests, like a inbox and an outbox. That way everyone can have their own sort of trading post kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. But I'm going to take these out. Yep. And, oh, dancing torch. It's a dancing torch. You can dance if you want to. There we go. As you can see here, that one's on, that one's on. Those are all on. These are all on. I wish it was night so you could kind of see. But I like it, you know. It kind of gives a little bit of a depth that you normally don't see. A little hint of orange on the inside and a little bit of orange on the outside. So as you can see here, I've got some work to do over here. Again, just use your imagination. Like these will be these. And that way there's, you know, some variety to it. I like it. I think it's cool. And again, this kind of just adds a little bit of sort of fun little design on the outside. There'll also be kind of a border on the inside as well, but I've got to just cut down an entire forest of oak. Instead of maybe burning down Andy's forest, maybe I'll just cut it down. That would actually be more beneficial to us. Although you will want to see that forest burn, wouldn't you? And this is the outside. So as you can see here, we've got, this. I'm going to take a little bit of a screenshot on that. A little bit of an implementation of the mossy cobblestone walls. Got a little bit of vinage, that'll grow straight down, which I think is cool. That'll also grow pretty much straight down. I had a little bit of it in here as well. Again, these will be those real fancy blocks. A little bit of this on the outside. It won't necessarily grow down this, which I wish it would, but I think it looks cool. My creative worlds, when this sort of vine stuff grows in, it looks a lot better. But that's it. That's pretty much what I've got going for me here. And I don't know. Maybe I wish you could put slabs on top of other kinds of slabs, almost like that. I wish I could do just sort of like this and then that as a slab, because I would put little caps on the ends of these, like at least on these sides here. But not today. Maybe in the future. Maybe they'll do that. So basically, I've got to clone that here, down there, and then on this side, and then on this other side, I've got sort of a variation of what I'm doing over there for the sides here. So I'll do one there, and then we got to figure out what the heck we're doing for these center windows. Now, those two will be different than the front ones. I think what I'll do is I'm going to actually have this entrance come out a little bit. Not exactly sure yet. It kind of looks like a giant mouth with, claws like peeking over a little bit. So, there's a lot of stuff that will probably change with this, but I really think that this kind of adds a pop of color that you don't see a lot. I really was hiding the orange, and then I sort of was like, you know what, acacia looks pretty decent. So it's basically what I'm going with. So I think that's going to do it. I've been kind of rambling on, not making much sense. That's what happens when I sort of build. I just sort of have an idea and I just want to build it. So if you've got any ideas, maybe how to jazz this up even more so, let me know. If you like what you see, definitely leave those likes, subscribe to the channel, and leave those comments. I always welcome any kind of comments. Is there a way to remove the death counter? It's kind of in the way. Maybe. And embarrassing. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about taking off the death counter. Maybe still, chalking them up, but turning it on just to see what's going on with that. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Check us out online at horriblenight.com, and stay tuned until next time. We'll get more of this all figured out. Maybe by the next time, I'll have this cloned over here. Not cloned, because I got to basically build it. And then we'll do one over there and over there and over there. So I got a lot of resources to collect. So I'm rambling. I got to stop talking. So this is JPT. Oh, go play your games. And I'll be seeing you. Oh man, I'm a rambling, gambling man.